Good day, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. Have you ever wondered how other people compute numbers so fast without using a computing device? You're lucky! That's my topic for today. I will teach you some mental math tricks that will help you solve numbers quickly. Are you ready to learn these tricks? Let's begin. The goal of my presentation is to teach you on how to compute numbers involving the four basic operations mentally. Let's learn the mental addition. Add the numbers with 2-digit and 1-digit addends. We have 18 plus 6. The trick here is to change the bigger addend to a multiple of 10 by borrowing from a lesser or smaller addend. In this example, we need to borrow 2 from 6 and add it to 18 to make a multiple of 10. Now, 18 becomes 20. Since we borrowed 2 from 6, it now becomes 4. We add the newly formed addends. 20 plus 4 is equal to 24. So, the sum of 18 and 6 is 24. Let's find the sum of the 2-digit addends. We have 39 plus 18. We need to add 1 to 39 to make a multiple of 10. 39 plus 1 is equal to 40. Since we borrowed 1 from 18, 18 now becomes 17. We add the newly formed addends. 40 plus 17 is equal to 57. So, the sum of 39 and 18 is 57. Let's have another example of finding the sum of 2-digit addends. We have 87 plus 34. We need to add 3 to 87 to make it a multiple of 10. 87 becomes 90. Since we borrowed 3 from 34, 34 now becomes 31. Then, we add the newly formed addends. 90 plus 31 is equal to 121. So, the sum of 87 and 34 is 121. Let's find the sum of a 3-digit and a 2-digit addends. We have 385 plus 37. We need to add 15 to 385 to make a multiple of 10. 385 becomes 400. Since we borrowed 15 from 37, 37 now becomes 22. Then, we add the newly formed addends. 400 plus 22 is equal to 422. So, the sum of 385 and 37 is 422. Let's find the sum of the 3-digit addends. We have 688 plus 359. We need to add 12 to 688 to make a multiple of 10. 688 becomes 700. Since we borrowed 12 from 359, 359 becomes 347. Then, we add the newly formed addends. 700 plus 347 is equal to 1047. So, the sum of 688 and 359 is 1047. Let's have another example of finding the sum of the three-digit addends. We have 872 plus 548. We need to add 28 to 872 to make a multiple of 10. 872 becomes 900. Since we borrowed 28 from 548, 548 now becomes 520. Then, we add the newly formed addends. 900 plus 520 is equal to 1420. So, the sum of 872 and 548 is 1420. For your practice, try to answer these three items within a minute. I will show the correct answers after a minute. Here are the correct answers to the questions. 72 plus 43 is equal to 115. 356 plus 89 is equal to 445. 741 plus 195 is equal to 936. Are you getting the hang of it? Great! How about adding numbers with more than 2 addends? Do we have a trick for it? Yes, there is. All you need to do is to group the addends that form a multiple of 10. In the example, we see 12 and 8 makes 20. 6 and 4 makes 10. Then, we add the addends that form the multiples of 10 and the remaining addend. We have 20 plus 10 plus 5 is equal to 35. So, The sum of the addends is 35. Let's have another example. We see 23 and 7 makes 30. 18 and 2 makes 20. Then we add the addends that form the multiples of 10. 30 plus 20 is equal to 50. So, the sum of the addends is 50. Let's have another example. We see 45 and 15 makes 60. 36 and 14 makes 50. Then, we add the addends that form the multiples of 10. We have 60 plus 50 is equal to 110. So, the sum of the addends is 110. Let's have another example. We see 82 and 18 makes 100. 36 does not have a pair that can form a multiple of 10. So we add 100 plus 36 is equal to 136. So the sum of the addends is 136. Do you find it easy? Fantastic! Mental subtraction. Let's learn the tricks on it. Subtract the numbers with a 2-digit minuend and a 1-digit subtrahend. We have 18 minus 6. The trick here is to add the number to the subtrahend to form a multiple of 10. Then, add that same number to the minuend. In this example, the subtrahend is 6. We add 4 to 6 to make 10. We also add 4 to the minuend. 18 plus 4 makes 22. Then, we subtract the newly formed minuend and subtrahend. 22 minus 10 is equal to 12. So, 18 minus 6 is equal to 12. Subtract the numbers with a 3-digit minuend and a 1-digit subtrahend. We have 124 minus 8. First, we add a number to the subtrahend to form a multiple of 10. 8 plus 2 makes 10. We add 2 to the minuend. 124 plus 2 makes 126. Then, subtract the newly formed minuend and subtrahend. 126 minus 10 is equal to 116. So, 124 minus 8 is equal to 116. Subtract the numbers with a 2-digit minuend and a 2-digit subtrahend. We have 52 minus 27. First, we add the number to the subtrahend to form a multiple of 10. 27 plus 3 makes 30. We add 3 to the minuend. 52 plus 3 makes 55. Then, subtract the newly formed minuend and subtrahend. 55 minus 30 is equal to 25. So, 52 minus 27 is equal to 25. Subtract the numbers with a 3-digit minuend and a 2-digit subtrahend. We have 273 minus 86. First, we add a number to the 2-digit subtrahend that makes 100, a multiple of 10. 86 plus 14 makes 100. We add 14 to the minuend. 273 plus 14 makes 287. Then, subtract the newly formed minuend and subtrahend. 287 minus 100 is equal to 187. So, 273 minus 86 is equal to 187. Subtract the numbers with a 3-digit minuend and a 3-digit subtrahend. We have 781 minus 357. First, we add a number to the subtrahend to form a multiple of 10. 357 plus 43 makes 400. We add 43 to the minuend. 781 plus 43 makes 824. Then, subtract the newly formed minuend and subtrahend. 824 minus 400 is equal to 424. So, 781 minus 357 is equal to 424. For your practice, try to answer these 3 items within a minute. The correct answers will be shown after a minute. Here are the correct answers to the questions. 91 minus 46 is equal to 45. 420 minus 78 is equal to 342. 879 minus 192 is equal to 687. Do you find it easy? Awesome! Now, let's explore mental multiplication. There are so many ways to do the mental multiplication. I will share to you the one that I am using. Multiply numbers 2-digit by 1-digit. We will use the addition method. In particular, we will use the expanded form of one of the factors. Let's solve 34 times 8. We get the expanded form of 34. That is 30 plus 4. We multiply 30 by 8 to make 240 as the partial product. Multiply 4 by 8 to make 32. Then, add the partial products. 240 plus 32 is equal to 272. The product of 30 and 8 is 272. Multiply the numbers 3-digit by 1-digit. Let's solve 125 times 5 using the addition method. We get the expanded form of a 3-digit factor. 125 makes 100 plus 20 plus 5. We multiply 100 by 5 to make 500 as the partial product. Multiply 20 by 5 to make 100, and 5 by 5 to make 25. Then, add the partial products. 500 plus 100 plus 25 is equal to 625. The product of 125 and 5 is 625. Multiply the numbers 2-digit by 2-digit. Let's solve 26 times 15 using the addition method. We get the expanded form of any of the 2-digit factors. In this example, I have chosen to get the expanded form of 26 because I find it easy to multiply 15 with any number. So, the expanded form of 26 is 20 plus 6. We multiply 20 by 15 to make 300 as the partial product. Multiply 6 by 15 to make 90. Then, add the partial products. 300 plus 90 is equal to 390. The product of 26 and 15 is 390. Let's have another example. 45 times 23 using the addition method. We get the expanded form of any of the 2-digit factors. In this example, I have chosen to get the expanded form of 23 because I find it easy to multiply 45 with any number. The expanded form of 23 is 20 plus 3. We multiply 20 by 45 to make 900 as the partial product. Multiply 3 by 45 to make 135. Then add the partial products. 900 plus 135 is equal to 1035. The product of 45 and 23 is 1035. For your practice, try to answer these three items within a minute. The correct answers will be shown after a minute. Here are the correct answers to the questions. 59 times 8 is equal to 472. 76 times 20 is equal to 1520. 82 times 25 is equal to 2050. No sweat, right? Amazing! Let's explore mental division. Divide the numbers 3-digit by 1-digit. In the example, we have 360 divided by 5. First, we have to find out the largest multiple of 10 that can be multiplied by the divisor whose answer is less than the dividend. Now, we try to multiply our divisor with the multiples of 10. We start with 5 times 10 is equal to 50. 5 times 20 is equal to 100. 5 times 30 is equal to 150. We see that the answer is quite far from the dividend. So, we get bigger multiple of 10. We try 5 times 70 is equal to 350. We are getting closer to the dividend. We try the next multiple of 10. 5 times 80 is equal to 400. At this point, we went beyond our dividend. So, we will go with 5 times 70 is equal to 350. Let's have 70 as our partial quotient. We subtract 350 from 360. We get 10. We divide 10 by our divisor 5 and we get 2 as another partial quotient. We get the product of 2 and 5 and subtract the result from 10. It is equal to 0. Now, we get the sum of the partial quotients. 70 plus 2 is equal to 72. 72 is the quotient. Divide the numbers. 3 digit by 1 digit. In the example, we have 175 divided by 8. First, we have to find out the largest multiple of 10 that can be multiplied by the divisor whose answer is less than the dividend. Now, we try to multiply our divisor, 8, with the multiples of 10. We start with 8 times 10 is equal to 80. 8 times 20 is equal to 160. We are getting closer to the dividend. We try the next multiple of 10. 8 times 30 is equal to 240. At this point, we went beyond our dividend. So, we will go with 8 times 20 is equal to 160. Let's have 20 as our partial quotient. We subtract 160 from 175. We get 15. We divide 15 by our divisor 8 and we get 1 as another partial quotient. We get the product of 1 and 8 and subtract the result from 15. It is equal to 7. 7 is our remainder. Now, we get the sum of the partial quotients. We have 20 plus 1 is equal to 21. Since we have a remainder, we write the remainder 7 beside 21. The final answer is 21 remainder 7, or 21 and 7/8. Divide the numbers 3 digit by 2 digit. In the example, we have 725 divided by 25. First, we have to find out the largest multiple of 10 that can be multiplied by the divisor whose answer is less than the dividend. Now, we try to multiply our divisor 25 with the multiples of 10. We start with 25 times 10 is equal to 250. 25 times 20 is equal to 500. We are getting closer to the dividend. We try the next multiple of 10. 25 times 30 is equal to 750. At this point, we went beyond our dividend. So, we go with 25 times 20 is equal to 500. Let's have 20 as our partial quotient. We subtract 500 from 725. We get 225. We divide 225 by our divisor 25 and we get 9 as another partial quotient. We get the product of 9 and 25 and subtract the result from 225. It is equal to 0. Now, we get the sum of the partial quotients. 20 plus 9 is equal to 29. 29 is the quotient. Divide the numbers 3-digit by 2-digit. In the example, we have 953 divided by 30. First, we have to find out the largest multiple of 10 that can be multiplied by the divisor whose answer is less than the dividend. Now, we try to multiply our divisor 30 with the multiples of 10. We start with 30 times 10 is equal to 300. 30 times 20 is equal to 600. 30 times 30 is equal to 900. We are getting closer to the dividend. We try the next multiple of 10. 30 times 40 is equal to 1,200. At this point, we went beyond our dividend, so we will go with 30 times 30 is equal to 900. Let's have 30 as our partial quotient. We subtract 900 from 953. We get 53. We divide 53 by our divisor 30, and we get 1 as another partial quotient. We get the product of 1 and 30 and subtract the result from 53. It is equal to 23. 23 is the remainder. Now, we get the sum of the partial quotients. 30 plus 1 is equal to 31. Since we have a remainder, we write the remainder 23 beside 31. The final answer is 31 remainder 23, or 31 and 23 over 30. For your practice, try to answer these 3 items within a minute. The correct answers will be shown after a minute. Here are the correct answers to the questions. 256 divided by 4 is equal to 64. 465 divided by 15 is equal to 31. 891 divided by 40 is equal to 22 remainder 11. Are you going to be a mathematician after this? Great! That's all, kids. I hope you have learned something from me today. Just keep practicing. You will surely master the skills and love the subject. Remember, math is easy and fun. Thank you once again for tuning in.